The main important strategy that sets this ETF apart from other Roundhill ETFs is that MAGY implements a traditional cover call strategy by purchasing shares of Roundhill Magnificent 7 ETF, MAGs, and running calls against its MAGs holdings. This ETF is going to write calls in a traditional way. It's not going to use synthetic cover call. This is very important because this stabilizes the ETF and give you that income and growth. Hello, fellow passive income investors. Welcome to today's update. Today's update is going to be on a brand new ETF from Roundhill. This ETF is going to be different and is going to pay weekly, so that's a very important overview. The Roundhill Magnificent 7 Cover Call ETF, MAGY, implements a cover call strategy on Magnificent 7 stocks. The fund offers exposure to the Magnificent 7 subject to a cap while providing the potential for current income. MAGY is an actively managed ETF. For people who are not familiar with Magnificent 7, in short, we call them MAG 7. These are one of the best top performing stocks. Alphabet, which is Google, Amazon, Apple, Meta platforms or Facebook, and Microsoft, Nvidia, Tesla. And this is their historical performance of 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years. 10-year performance of Alphabet was 491%. Amazon has returned 866%. Apple has returned 523%. Meta has returned 562%. Microsoft 831%. Nvidia 19,395%. Tesla has returned 1,694%. It's a huge return. And that's why there's a lot of optimistic to invest in this type of ETFs. So let's go back to our ETF and see more details and see if it's going to be the best ETF for you to invest your money. If you really like this type of content, please make sure you smash the like button and you don't want to miss this type of update. Whenever Roundhill or ymax release new type of funds and you want to get updated, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification button so you can always receive new updates. We know ymax has a similar type of fund, which is called ymag, also has exposure to Magnificent 7. Why should you go with this? The main three compelling reasons Roundhill thinks you should invest in this ETF. Reason number one is weekly distributions. MAGY seeks to generate weekly income through a cover call strategy on Roundhill Magnificent 7 ETF. Reason number two is precise exposure. MAGs offer a precise exposure to the Magnificent 7 subject to a weekly cap. Reason number three is actively managed. MAGY implements a cover call strategy, saving investors the time and expenses of trading options themselves. Remember, you can literally just buy those 7 Magnificent 7 stocks and you can write call on them. So using the same strategy, but the problem is you're going to spend a lot of time buying calls and also trading. Depends on your brokerage. You might spend a lot of time buying and selling. But with this ETF, you have everything at once and you don't have to worry about writing a call yourself. And for most people, I think this is the best way to go. Fund details, a ticker symbol is MAGY, primary exchange is SIBO, gross expense ratio is 128. Net expense ratio is 0.99. AUM asset management is only 0.51 million and was launched on April 23, 2025. Can you write option on this ETF? No, you cannot. Share outstanding in 10,000 shares. Management style is active. Holdings around here, Magnificent 7, MAGs, 100% of this is going to be on MAGs. And they have a call option, expires on April 25th, 2025, strike at 43.39 cents. Closing price is at 52.94. Distribution frequency is weekly, so you don't have to wait the whole month to receive your distributions. When are they going to pay first distributions? The announcement for the first distribution is May 8th. X and record date is on May 9th, 2025, and payment date is on May 12th, 2025. FAQ, these are frequent asked questions about MAGY. When did Roundhill Magnificent 7 cover call ETF MAGY launched? Was launched on April 23, 2025. What are the fees for the Roundhill Magnificent 7 cover call ETF? Fund gross expense ratio is 128 per year. The fund net expense ratio is 0.99. Can I trade option on Roundhill Magnificent 7? No, option trading is not yet available for MAGY. Is the Roundhill Magnificent 7 cover call ETF actively managed? Yes. MAGY is actively managed. How often does MAGY generate income? MAGY seeks to generate income weekly by selling call options and pays weekly distribution to shareholders. What type of option does MAGY use? MAGY sells call options on Roundhill Magnificent 7 ETF, MAGS ETF, to potentially generate income. In order to achieve its long exposure, MAGY owns a share of MAGS ETF. As I've mentioned before, this is going to have direct ownership of MAGS. And MAGS is a traditional ETF. Of course, it does not pay distribution. This is for growth and has done really well. I'm not going to show you the chart, but you can Google and you see the chart performance of this ETF. I do believe actually I made a video on comparing MAGs and ymag from ymax. What is a cover call strategy? A cover call strategy involves holding a long position in an asset while selling call options on the same asset. The strategy aims to generate additional income from option premiums, but limit the upside potential if the asset price increases above the strike price. What are Magnificent 7 stocks? The Magnificent 7 stocks are the current stock market leaders in driving technology innovation: Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Tesla. Does Roundhill offer any additional ETF targeting the Magnificent 7 stocks? Yes. Roundhill offers the Roundhill Magnificent 7 ETF, MAGS, and the Roundhill Daily 2X Long Magnificent 7 ETF, MAGX. This one here is a leverage bull ETF that's going to have 2 times the performance of Magnificent 7. So it's very risky, meaning if Magnificent 7 stock cumulative, they go up by 2%, this ETF is going to have 2 times that. But the opposite is true. If Magnificent 7 collectively go down, let's say 2%, this ETF will go down 2 times the downside. So you got to be careful with these leverage ETF. They can be a great tool for trading, but they are not great for long-term investing. Roundhill Magnificent 7 cover call ETF, MAGY. Price is 52.94. It opened at 52.80. Days range between 52.83 to 52.94. It closes at this price at 52.94. So we get used to Roundhill having their ETF starting at $50. This is just an update on a brand new ETF from Roundhill, which is different from other ETFs they have. And it might be a great for people who want to that growth and also receive the distribution from Magnificent 7. If you like this type of content, please consider smashing the like button so we can grow this channel to spread more information and knowledge on passive income and financial freedom. And on this channel, I always keep you updated on Roundhill and ymax ETFs whenever there are changes or whenever there's a new product on the market. So you don't want to miss that. By subscribing and hit the belly button, you are guaranteed to receive a new update every time I release a new video. I really appreciate you watching and liking this video. Thank you very much. I'll catch you next one. Bye bye.